A stark warning from scientists as swathes of southern and eastern Europe sizzle in a heat wave. Extreme weather could kill more than 150,000 people a year on the continent by the start of the next century if nothing is done to curb the effects of climate change. That's a 50-fold increase in the number of deaths from weather disasters compared to today. A study in the Lancet Planetary Health Journal says 2 in 3 Europeans are likely to be affected if greenhouse gas emissions and extreme weather events are not controlled. 2017 has seen its share of disasters, including summer wildfires that left dozens dead in Portugal. The findings suggest heat waves will account for nearly all the additional deaths. After devastating floods in November, Italy is one of the countries hardest hit by the current hot spell, which has claimed several lives. A long, hot summer is something many look forward to in Europe. These forecasts suggest that while enjoying the sunshine will never go out of fashion, danger lies ahead.
Southern and Eastern Europe have been suffering from extreme hot weather recently, with temperatures reaching over 40 degrees Celsius. This abnormally hot wave of weather has been named Lucifer, and Italy and countries in the Balkan Peninsula are the worst affected. The heat wave has fanned forest fires, triggered weather warning alerts, and damaged crops. Firefighters and authorities from Serbia, Bosnia, Macedonia, and Croatia advised people to stay indoors and increase water intake. Researchers are blaming climate change for the abnormal weather. According to the Lancet Planetary Health, heat waves in southern Europe will claim around 99% of future weather-related deaths there.
It's with frustration that he tears down the plants. Months of hard work, all but gone. It's been unusually hot this year, and most of Giuseppe Ladogana's crop didn't make it. He hopes to salvage about a quarter of his yearly production.
We had dry spells in the past, but not as often as now. There used to be 4 seasons. Now we don't see them at all. We go from winter to summer, from one extreme to the other. It's either too cold or too hot. The plants can't follow this cycle. They either bloom too early or just get burnt from the sun.
Italy is in the grip of its worst drought in decades. The Farmers' Union estimates that 2/3 of produce will be affected. In some regions, a state of emergency has been declared. There has been 70% less rainfall this year compared to the previous one, and one of the consequences is that everything is dry. Wildfires erupt nearly on a daily basis. Uncontrolled fires are common in southern Europe in summer, but this year they have been more and they've been bigger. Here in Puglia, authorities say that sometimes there are up to 70 a day. This at a time when water is scarce and choices need to be made. The dam of Capaccio has been temporarily closed. The water level is 3/4 lower than normal.
The source that pours into the dam is dry, and this is the consequence. We've inherited our irrigation system from previous generations, and nothing has been done for the past 50 years. This is very dangerous for future generations. We need to find new ways to collect the water in winter from our rivers.
Water, or the lack of it, is a huge concern for Gianfranco Cavallo. He sells his produce to large supermarket chains in Northern Europe, but they demand a certain size and quality, and that's difficult this year. Thirsty plants need to be watered more often, so Gianfranco stopped transplanting the sprouts, which could see his output drop by 50%.
I can't remember living through such prolonged heat waves in my life. There is no more normality. I am very worried. We have to make profit. We have an agriculture business on an industrial scale. If we slow down production for much longer, we will have irreparable damage.
Puglia is known as the granary of Italy. The vibrant color and flavor of its produce, part of its cultural identity. But climate change and unpredictable weather patterns are now threatening what makes the pride and joy of this region. Huda Abdelhamid, Al Jazeera, across Puglia.
Θα φεύγουν από εδώ όλοι.
Schau! Hey, weg da unten! Hila! Weg da! Fix! Okay, Ziegling. Gib mir die Blitz. die Brücken ausgeholt. Das steht keiner. Alter, sogar die Feuerwehr ist dahin. Aus dem Zeichen, weil die BAM geworfen kommt. Alle BAM sind da in Wurzeln da.
In der Zeit haben wir da.
Und die hast einen Klescher gehst, weil die Brücken fetzt da.
Ja, da aufgeflogen direkt.
Wahnsinn! Da unten sitzt du jetzt noch Skizeiten bis weg. Wie gibt's das?
Ja, weil sie es aufstellen, nicht als Wässer auslassen. Die wollten aber
Wahnsinn! So was ich sage ich mir auch noch nie, ey. Nein, der Jauch, aber ich glaube, der Jauch tut's nichts.
Schau, dass da drüber wächst.
Wahnsinn! Wahnsinn, ey! Die Brücken, die wächst da die auch noch weg. Aus das Zeichen! Ein Klescher hat so hier nur hinter die Häuser Zeichen, dass die BAM auf einmal geworfen haben.
Scheiße, die Straße halt so.
Wahnsinn!
Oh, das haben wir, wer so da?
Warte, sie.
Hello there. The forecast track of Typhoon Noru has changed a little. We'll take a look at that in a moment. First of all, this is the rainfall that we've had in 48 hours in Naze to the south, 639 millimetres of rain. The average August rainfall is about 200 to 300 millimetres of rain. So a lot of rain. The winds have been picking up as well. You can see it clearly on the satellite picture, that area of cloud here. Now on Sunday, Noru was still a strong typhoon, the winds gusting 110 miles an hour, and we've seen a significant storm surge ahead of that system too. But we are going to see the winds dropping very quickly as the typhoon makes landfall. Now, landfall wasn't really across Kyushu, just grazed Kyushu. Direct landfall is now across Honshu. So the winds drop quickly, but the rain continues, sweeps across the main island of Honshu, particularly affecting Osaka. Still not far away from Tokyo by Wednesday. The rain not as heavy by then, and as you can see, there's some more rain coming into Kyushu by the middle of the week too. But we are going to find the winds easing very quickly on landfall, but the rain does keep going. That's going to lead to some major transport problems, some flash flooding, and it looks like it's going to be Honshu that bears the heaviest of the rain in the next few days.
奄美大島ではこれまで1時間に120ミリの記録的短時間大雨情報が6回出されました。地元瀬戸内ケーブルテレビの局内もこのありさまです。土砂が混じった茶色い水が道路にあふれ出しています。行く手を阻むほど激しく水が噴き出すところも。町では5000世帯以上9000人以上に避難指示を出し、避難を呼びかけています。また鹿児島県屋久島では雨だけでなく風も。屋久島全域が風速25メートル以上の暴風域に入りました。
On Friday morning, 2 people were rescued after being found trapped by rising river water on a small island in Liaoning province. Rainstorms have also caused waterlogging in some cities of Jilin province since Thursday. And on some streets, the water has increased to more than half a meter in depth. A Wednesday rain powered down in the city of Harbin in Heilongjiang province, creating vast areas of floodwater. The heavy rain lasted more than 10 hours in Tongliao, Inner Mongolia, and destroyed some houses and streets. The rain is expected to lessen from Saturday.
Torrential rain for the past few days has created havoc in Uttarakhand's Kotdwar with reports of death of 5 persons. The torrential downpour has also led to irregular supply of electricity, leading to short circuits at some places. The residents of Kotdwar expressed their pain and said they have witnessed huge loss of property. Other parts of the state, including Dehradun and Rishikesh, also witnessed rains, with the regional Met Office issuing warnings of very heavy rains on Saturday. The National Disaster Response Force teams have been rushed to the area to evacuate those still trapped in the gushing waters and the houses.
Now, Korea's annual average temperature is steadily rising and the nation's summers are getting longer and hotter. Since warmer temperatures generally mean more insects, it's important to take precautions against them. Our Park Se-young tells us more.
For the past 100 years, Korea's summers have slowly been getting longer and hotter, which brings with it greater threat from insect attacks. In recent years, there has been a steady rise in the number of wasp stings reported. And mosquitoes, the most common cause of insect bites during the summer, are expected to become even more active. As Korea's average temperature continues to rise, mosquitoes will be active in all seasons except winter. Puddles created after heavy rain in the summer provide ideal conditions for mosquitoes to breed.
The number of forest mosquitoes tends to increase with puddles. The common house mosquito in urban areas also breeds in water, so they also tend to increase during heavy rain.
Mosquitoes can become more aggressive after the rainy season, so stronger preventative measures are needed. Park Se-young, Arirang News.
Daarom zaten wij dus vast in de lift. Het gaat niet zo best in de straat hier. Wat denk je? En het regent nog steeds. Weet je wat het leukste was?